Kunogane Dorian 7 just subscribed for 38 months. I have a new code. DJ Rom underscore meatball underscore likes underscore clear.
Your balls are itching. You have to keep the gun on me, but dear God, it's like spiders are crawling all over them. Jesus.
Please stay. Don't put out the flame and run away. In this heartbreak, I'll be here fighting for you with or without you. Wide awake with all the things I know that I should say. I thought I could take
Couldn't find my mouse. How are you this morning? Kuro, that's Coda, you need to kill it with Grendel. Really do. With a name like Meatball? Yeah. Kill it with the meatball. Alright, so I'm kind of disorganized here on my desk. And thank you again, Kuro, for the... How many months is it again? A long time. It's been a long time. 38 months. Can't believe we've been doing this for that long. How is everybody this morning? Okay, I'm gonna switch over so you can see the mess I'm dealing with here. Let's see, work top. There we go. Okay, so I have a mess of a desk as usual. A lot of extra parts that aren't needed. We're going to finish off Comey's big dice. I have a bunch of little dice to be primed and readied. And then that project's done. I'll be able to get that one out this week. Likely. By the end of the week, actually. It'll be the end of the week that I'll be sending it out. How you doing, Shem? Oh, no. You're not sick, are you? That's not good. That's awful. Okay, I got boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. All sorts of stuff to figure out how I'm going to paint it too. A lot of extra pips. I'm going to save these extra pips. No, there's only 3 extra. And then there's the trash ones here, which are just going to go in the garbage. Because they did not print nicely. They printed awful. So they are nothing but trash. Extra strips of sandpaper, tools. Okay, we're almost ready. Almost. I was working right up till I couldn't stay awake anymore last night, so that's why the desk is still a mess and not prepared. This is getting to be a habit. It's not a good habit to be in. I prefer to have everything prepared and ready to just jump into it as soon as I go live. Okay. And I found some really neat stuff. Interesting paints to play around with. This paint here I found for the grimoire, and it is blacklight reflective. Blue blacklight reflective. Just painted a little bit on that there. You can just see it there. It's not showing up as blue on the camera, but it does show as blue to my eyes. So that's going to work very well for the effect that I want with the grimoire. But let's get on to what we are actually supposed to be working on. And that is this first. So I need something to stick this to. I need a pair of scissors. Where did I put them? There we go. And I'm just going to use another part from something else for now. It's just to hold it. Come on, stick. Does not want to cooperate. As long as it can hold there, that'll be fine. Okay, so we got a little bit of paint here. Alright, Kuro, enjoy your lurk. Good to have you here. My craft supplies are like your computer filing system. Crap, crap, more crap, and yeah. Yeah, my filing system's pretty much the same thing. I have a terrible filing system on my computer. And my desk is a pretty good reflection of it. will likely take probably 2 coats, I think, on this. Maybe. Depends on how it settles. Okay, so we'll set that aside there. Set that up here. I got these pieces. I don't know these things. These are for the grimoire. Okay, these need to go in the right box. So I've been printing grimoire parts like mad. There's so much to do. So many parts. I still have yet to actually count how many pieces are on the grimoire. I haven't done that yet. I'm missing a dice. Okay, where are my pips? Right here in front of me. There we go. This is what we're working on now. Got to work on the pips. Okay. Make some space. Coffee. I need coffee. Sat down and see the replay of the dev stream. I started watching it. I'm about halfway through. I had a lot of work that I needed to do yesterday. Aside from all my errands running around town yesterday, Mrs. Thies and I were doing some cooking together. One of my favorite things to do is cooking with her, spending the time in the kitchen. I know she doesn't like it as much, but I really appreciate the time together like that. It's hard on her though, just because she cannot stand for very long. So that can be a serious problem for her. But we were in there for maybe about an hour and a half, 2 hours, I think. Just doing batch cooking. Makes life easier throughout the next couple of weeks. And as I said, it's one of my favorite things to do. I discovered that this this nail polish that I'm using here is also blacklight reflective. I hadn't realized that. As I was doing all the work here, testing out the blue stuff, I found this was glowing at the same time. Yes, answer to how many grimoire pieces? A lot. Yes, it's a lot of pieces. Of course, we also got into Stranger Things Season 5 last night, or yesterday, so that also took up a lot of our time. Very uncomfortable watching that show now. I used to be fine with it. New reactions and everything to everything now. Definitely going to take 2 coats, I think, to do all this. Maybe I should have primed these with a white primer instead of the gray. They don't show up. Yeah, they show up okay. Gray on gray doesn't give a lot of definition. What I'm going to do though is cut this down so it's easier to see, work on just a few at a time, rather than this big long sheet with the pip stuck to it. Let's see. Okay, give me a sec. Mandalorian season 3 on Blu-ray. Yeah, Mandalorian would be good. Actually, a continuation of Mandalorian from where it left off would be good. And what goes on with Grogu from this point? Okay. So we're just going to cut these into smaller batches. Easier to deal with this way. Trash. Tell I go through a lot of foam board. Alright, so this should be easier to deal with. Cut this down a bit. Oh, I found a new color for the cover on the grimoire. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Grab a piece here. That there. Looks like black, but it's actually mahogany. Show you the black beside it. There, looks like that. So that color is going to be the main color now for the grimoire cover. That mahogany color, I love it. It's beautiful. And it contrasts nicely with the actual black, the metallic black that I'm using for the other pieces. Season 4. Whoa, wait a second. Season 4 of... Really? Is it? Perfect. Excellent. That's one I'm looking forward to. I need this up here. Come on. Minimize that. Where are we? Oh, I missed a follow. Chatting, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Okay, where is Twitch? There we are. Over dashboard. Volume off because it bleeds through for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that means some of my sounds are not functioning correctly, so I'm just going to quickly go through here. Discord sound alerts. Okay, Twitch alerts. And that. That and the alert box. Something's interfering with these, and it resets the sound every time. So let's give it a test here. We'll grab Lizard. He's the one that gives me the most problem. Lizard. There we go. Okay, that's better. There's a quiet follow alert. Showed up about 15 minutes ago. Have I been on for 15 minutes? Ah, it started just before I actually went live, so that's why. I did not hear it because I didn't have my ears plugged in. That would be why. Okay, that's 4. Oh, that sucks. I can ruin only 1. Only 1. Alright, alright, alright. I'll hydrate. Yu Chen, welcome in. How are ya? I need a little bit of flavor in this because plain water is boring. That is actually just Crystal Light powder that I have to pre-mix because I'm using SodaStream. If you put the powder in, it explodes. So I have to pre-mix it. Okay, that's nice. All right. That's 1 down. Next 4. All sorts of things falling apart beside me here too. Okay. There. Now it feels better. It feels awful when the chair is too short. And this chair is very slowly dying on me. It's old. The replacement is expensive for what I need. I need one where the seat pan itself tilts downwards. I think that's salutations, Shem. I think the proper term is greetings and salutations. Although we are talking about an angel saying this, so I guess maybe salvations is okay. Alright. This goes on. I should grab the dice box behind me here. Give me a second. I'm gonna grab it so you can actually see the actual finished box because it looks gorgeous. It has not been clear coated yet. I'll do all the clear coats. It's gonna take 3 layers, 3 clear coats to do. But I'll do all the clear coat once everything is attached to it. You got that there, and it goes in this way. Just like that. And that is magnetic, and it's very tough to pull out. I think maybe I made it a bit too strong. I love that blue. It's a cobalt blue that I used for that. That's absolutely gorgeous. I love that blue. It is a beautiful, beautiful blue. This is the QTCC Prize Dice Cube. I made my prototype. It's upstairs. This will also have an iridescent finish to it as well. So I've got to do a matte coat over everything and then apply the iridescent finish and then apply the clear coat over top of that and then another clear coat. So there's still a lot of painting to do on it. But it should go fast. Blue is one of your favorite colors? Purple and pink. Like a bold jewel tone purple. That is not supposed to be there. Whatever that is. Can't quite see it. Okay, there we go. No, I don't think I actually need to prime these. So I'm using a polish, nail polish instead. So it may not have actually needed a primer. I gotta test that sometime. Just a rough, slightly rough surface would have been fine. And it was definitely that. Pink, like bright, bold pink like this. That's like a fuchsia pink. What is this one? Guava Mama. Okay. Put a hardener on top of this as well. I have a nice iridescent hardener for it. I'll give it a real goldish kind of shine to it. I've also got to do the pink lines in here. Yeah, this is a nail paint. It's nail polish. It's the same stuff that's like kind of barely hanging on my nails here. Same color. I actually use nail polish a lot on my props. It often gives a very good final finish for small highlight pieces like this. I also use gel polishes too. This is actually really cool stuff. Watch this. Yes, it can be it definitely can be, or often is, more durable. So it's also blacklight reflective. It reflects more of an orange though, not a pink. It's hard to get a true reflective UV color. Speaking of UV, when I get the pages done on the grimoire, if I'm able to make it to TennoCon this year, I am planning on doing the pages so that they can actually be written on with marker, but I'm going to use UV light markers. So signatures, I'll get signatures all throughout the grimoire, all done in UV light or UV pen. So it can only be seen under UV black light. I've seen some invisible UV pens, markers. They should be able to write on the acetate of the pages. I also had an idea for another idea for the pages. Be a little bit more, I don't know what's the term I'm looking for. Easier to maintain rather than the hinges. Magnets. You can do magnets in them. For a little piece, you have sometimes. Oh, a second. For a little piece, you have sometimes use nail varnish, cool and smooth render. Yeah, it is actually very good for that. It's because of the way that the nail polish flows. It actually will even itself out very nicely. I mean, there's some spots here that are just still stuck to the primer, so they didn't go on even. But a second coat will even all that out, and I'll get a nice, beautiful, smooth finish to them all. The gloss on it works really well. And I need better ventilation in this room. I'm starting to feel dizzy because of the nail polish. I use low toxicity nail polishes as well, so they're more for the fingers, low toxicity on the fingers, but I don't want to be breathing too much of that either. There is no formaldehyde in these, which is one of the most dangerous chemicals in nail polish. Breathing formaldehyde is never good. What am I missing there? Minerals and blacklight pigments tend to be different than their... Yeah, that's true. It's hard to find a really good one that reflects true. I have a whole wall of nail polishes. And the other day I went upstairs to that wall. And actually, it's more than just a wall. It's a huge amount of nail polishes. I went up there with the black light and I just shone it against it in the darkened room. And there's a lot that I have that are actually very very UV reflective. Oh, metallic powder for gold. I don't have one here anymore. I gave away my personal compressor, and I made another compressor, but I used the powders on the bubble. I used a clear gel polish, and then dusted it with unicorn dust to give that nice metallic bubble kind of shine to the actual bubble in the compressor. So I've made 2 compressors. I have printed parts for another one to replace the one that I gave away. And we're in an ad. I'm sorry. I will continue this conversation when the ad is over. If I can remember it. Ad attack, yes, thanks, Shem. Almost done this set. And we'll move on to doing something else there. So I've given Mrs. Thighs a whole lot of photos of my props, and she's putting together a pricing guide. So commissions are available. I just don't have a set pricing guide. Mrs. Thighs is doing that for me with all the photos I provided for her. And welcome back from the ad. What I was saying is the compressor that I did. I used the pixie dust to make the bubble on it. So again, nail polishes of all kinds, the metallic finishes and such. They're just gorgeous. They work so well, and you can buff the metal finishes as well. Hey Train, how are you? Good morning. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're all set up for the day. All right. There we go. Shake it up again. Shake, shake, shake. Having coffee in your happy place, that's always the best part. Okay, back to the dot. Yep, that's dry. The second one, we only need to apply to the top. Just like that. And that will even out. just see it fading in the center. Oops. Dripping. Let's get a little bit of this here before I make too much of a mess. When that is dry, we will be able to apply it right there, right in the center. Now I've got the numbers as well. Hopefully they are completely dry. They still feel tacky. Because I sprayed it at night. Might be because of that. I'm just scraping off some of the excess paint here. So I can get these into there. Yeah, that is still not going to go. That one there. Okay. Fits there. Grab the 5, clean it off. I can't even see what I'm doing there. Okay. Hey, Lich, how you doing? Good morning to you. Okay. Gotta be able to see what I'm doing for this. Scraping off some of the excess paint that got stuck on the bottom underneath. Preventing me from putting it in place.
Your balls are itching. You have to keep the gun on me, but
thanks,
dear God, it's like spiders are crawling all over them. Jesus.
That one just makes me uncomfortable. You know that? It really... That one is discomfort inducing. Okay, there we go. Next number. We got the 0. A little bit in here. Thank you. Must be Sammy. Yep, I was right. How you doing, Sammy? Welcome in. Good to see you. 0. And the first, the last and first 2. Thanks. You'll find I get very jumpy, especially when I'm concentrating. And some sounds like the bark will make me jump pretty good if you time it right. Okay. Tired, need to finish your steel path circuit. You know what? I don't worry about it anymore. I really don't. I just don't. I don't have time to do that much in the game anymore. Because I've got all this going on. Okay. Put that there. Now the hard part. I'm going to be pulling these back out, getting a little dab of glue in it.
Nursie! I like it. Firm and fruity. Am I pleased to see you, or did I just put a canoe in my pocket?
It's a canoe. Trust me. It's only going to be a canoe. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, glass. Here we go. Just wipe that off on my thigh. Alright. Shift this out of the way for the moment. Okay. Just want to have that down on something that's absolutely clean. Playing lose the fingers? No, I'm very good with knives. I have a very long career working with sharp implements and machinery. Yes, I've injured myself, but I've never lost anything. I've even nicked an artery once. Did you know you have an artery right in here? Okay, so these have got to come out, and we start playing around with the crazy glue. Come on, out. Go. Little dabble do ya. Strun incarnon. Oh yeah, the strun's got an incarnon. I forgot about that. Okay, I need to be able to see very close as to what I'm doing. Just a little bit there and on the shaft. There's very little that I can use on this. If you can get another Amelia Eleanor voice clip, use outside of the mind control one. It's okay, it's okay. I wouldn't use it if I weren't okay with it. That one's just hilarious. I use it because it is hilarious. Nobody was expecting it when she did that too. Okay, let's try this inside the hole. Zero. Be partial to Eleanor quotes yourself. My favorite quote in the entire game is, "Hi, I'm Kaya. I'll be your apocalypse tonight." Just the flat monotone, the way she delivers it. Like she's just bored of what she's doing. Okay, come on, just stick. Last one. And here. There we go. Flip it around. And it goes, I see chat going by. I can't read it at the moment. Okay. Let's see on the inside. Okay. Perfect. I'll be able to weld those down into place. Believe it or not, they'll be welded in. Just the teeny tiny little dots of crazy glue are not going to be enough to hold it. Good morning, Melee. How are ya? Oops. Don't need that. Okay, let's see. Is this prepped dried enough yet? Nope, still tacky. That's going to sit there for a while. We'll do the other pips. Yes, actually you can weld plastic. There are two different ways to do it. You can actually weld it using a soldering iron, and it's just the same way that you would weld using a torch. So it's just little round circles. Or you can friction weld it using a Dremel and I print off little 3mm rods of filament, and you can actually weld it that way. Just your Dremel, you have to have it on very low as you can get it, low speed, and you just press it in, and it actually will blend the three materials together. So the two pieces that you're welding together, along with the filament that you're using, as long as it's all identical plastics, you can do that. You can also just heat spread pieces like these pegs. I could just use, if these were different materials, I would actually have the hole at the bottom spread out, so it would be a little bit wider. And then what I would do is just use a hot instrument like a soldering iron and just poke into it, and that will spread out the peg like a rivet, and it will do the same thing. It wouldn't be welded because you're not able to blend the two different plastics together. As long as they're similar plastics, you can weld it. In fact, when I was working at a fish plant, we used these big plastic totes. They're high density polyethylene, so HDPE, the same stuff that's in pill bottles, the white pill bottles. That's the same stuff that these totes are built out of. It's very thick. I mean, these things are like a 1/4 inch thick of that material, and we actually had a welder, a special welder that used a long filament on a roll to actually weld these things back together. Sometimes they would break, they'd snap, and you'd get the insulation core exposed, but you have to seal that, otherwise it gets all moldy inside. So our welder on site had a device to actually weld the plastic totes back together. It's the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Let's see. Yeah, shoutouts can be weird for some reason. I don't know why. You're torn, you're drifter, Velar, Sin, like spiritual types, Marnie, but she's also attracted to the esoteric bad boys. Like Roth. Okay. February 27 is a Friday. You'll be by your computer. What's February 27? What's on February 27? What am I missing? What's missing? I missed something, obviously. Sammy, I agree. I'm not a I don't play Sevagoth very much, but that would be really good to see a proto frame for him. I would love to see a proto frame for him. Just a little bit more about that kind of person.
Tap.
Oh, TennoCon tickets. Okay. Yes, very important date and time. Being in the creator program, I get a heads up of a few days. About a week they usually give us. Last year, though, they really dropped the ball and they gave us an hour. Which was ridiculous. Oh, hey, Cruisin', how you doing? But I will be claiming my tickets as soon as possible. Still have to raise the munds for my bite, my flight, the funding for my flight. That's the thing that has me concerned. Like I said on Wednesday, I will not be doing a cosplay this year. I'm concentrating on more just getting there. And I can relax, not worry, not panic. Just go and enjoy. It's more just... It's going to see family is what it is. And I want to see family this year. Oh my God, Lich! Really?
Caffeine Liquid
Dude.
10 subscriptions to the community.
Oh my god. Thank you so much. Dude, you... I know you're not intending on going this year, but you really need to go. Really, honestly. I have my suspicions that there's going to be even bigger announcements this year. There's no information that I have. I just have suspicions. They got to build something up. They've been building up the old piece. There's got to be something that they're planning for that, and that will be that'll be shown at TennoCon. And that is what I'm hoping for. And of course, being there for the release or the info preview, whatever it is, that's when you want to be there. They are planning for Tau. Yeah. That's what I mean. The old piece has got to... There's got to be something. There's a reason why they're doing it. You can't show the old stuff without coming into the present. Oh my god.
Hype train started.
Good lord. Need to give it a break this year? Happens at the same time as your local... Oh, yeah, they changed the time this year. It's a different weekend. That does make things odd. I am, speaking of local cons, there are 3 local cons that I'll be going to this year. I will be going to... next is... Wow, Fan Expo in February. Going there with my granddaughter. Anime Con is in June, I think. And then there is a new one, MetroCon, is also going to be next year. So I'm going to be going to all 3 of those this year. All local. Travel for me is not that easy. All of the other cons in the area within like a day or 2 for me, or driving distance, they're all across the border. I'm not going across the border. I want to come home. Not go to El Salvador or something. So, not going across the border. I will stay here in Canada. I'll do all the local cons. Possibly, there is one in Calgary that I could go to next year. Maybe go to that, but my priority for any travel time is definitely TennoCon. Really is. It's going to see family is what it is. It's all family. Okay, hang on a second. Let's see. We have going on. Where is it? There we go. So with the upcoming, I have spelled that wrong. Spell it right here. There we go. With the upcoming release of the next update, let's give away a Wisp. I have Wisp Prime parts to give away, exclamation point rigged, for your chance to win not 75 platinum, Wisp Prime. You have to be in game to be able to trade this with me, because we have to go to the dojo and we'll actually trade. I have all the parts available and ready to trade. All I ask in return is that you be able to trade, and you can if you have one, all I need is one. What's it called? Ammo drum. That's it. I'm collecting ammo drums. You have 2 Wisp Primes already and baked 2. Wisp Prime must be really good for you. So if you haven't got a Wisp Prime yet, please enter. I have 1 Wisp Prime to give away. Come on, in you go, in you go. Pin, I need a pin for this. Imagine collecting ammo drums. Well, everybody gets ammo drums, so that's why I use ammo drums when I trade these things. I give them away. I have a prime frame that I'm not gonna build. Each one is a unique build, just like my Novas. There's nothing wrong with that. Go big or go home. That's it. If you love a frame, that's what you do. You tend to do that. Okay, the rest of them, these need to completely dry. And with that, we are going to very quickly set this aside. Actually, I'm going to take these pieces here. I'm going to move them over to the table behind me. Move all of this to the table behind me. We'll come back to this later. Glass, and if you give me a moment, I'm going to see if I can find my soldering iron. I'll be right back. Okay, the soldering iron is not where I expected it to be. Wasn't going to spend a lot of time searching for it. That means it is in one of these boxes here beside me, which may take a while for me to dig through. So I'm just going to give it a cursory look, see if I can actually just see it. If it's there, we'll pull it out. If it's not, we'll leave it be. Oh, there's tools I haven't seen in a while. More sanding tools. What the heck? Okay. Not in that one. Should be easy to see. And of course, it's not. Okay, so I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time trying to find it. It is in here somewhere. It's not in my tool bag, so I'm gonna have to find it somewhere else. So that means I gotta grab the other pieces that I was working on here. I'm gonna shift this down here for now. I've got a lot of bags. My whole old desk is gone. This is now just a work table. I've got a bunch of boxes underneath where everything is stored. So finding those things, not that easy anymore. The old desk wasn't that usable. That's why I got rid of it. Okay, so space here, dust it off, and we'll pull out grimoire. box, we have pieces to play around with today. Where is it here? The pieces I want are back here. So, page half. And then there's this thing. Come on, off, 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 off. I need to change the design of that thing. Okay. Okay. Oops. I'll work on the inside of the cover. These pieces all prepped last night. All will become clear in a moment. See how it all goes together. What am I missing? I have not looked down at chat in a minute here. Don't like Valkyr at all. Lies like a dog. Okay. Get another. Okay, got that one. And we're in an ad break already. Wow. Okay. Come on, hit enter. There we go. Okay. And one last piece come off the board. I use double-sided tape on these so that they come off fairly easy. Okay. And then this one. I do need to change the design of these little blocks there. I'm going to make them easier to pull off. She's a blender. Yes, she is. Ginsu. She's the Ginsu girl. Okay. There we go. And one last mahogany piece here. Play around with that one. All right. We got the pieces we want. I don't have water. I don't have my... Okay, I am missing stuff. Move these aside. Don't need them on the desk. Oops. Lost one. There it is. And... why is it saying 9 minutes and 50 seconds? I thought it was set for 10 minutes. I thought I had that set for 10 minutes. Apparently not. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for here. That. And I need a dish of water. Give me a sec. All right. Here's the fun. This piece we don't need at the moment, but we will need it in a few. That aside, that one, and the page we don't need at all, so it's going to go down here for now. That aside. This goes there, and just need to get the correct alignment for the different pieces here. So that there. So it's only up the edge. Okay. Just marking a simple line. Where's my other? Okay. Must be. Did I put it in the box? I did. Okay. Okay. There we go. And this one. Put that on there. Like that. Go. Can just barely see that line, that's fine. I can't see the line now that I've taken my glasses off though. And ad break is done. Welcome back from the ads. All right, let's see how it works. Okay. I can't see that. All right. Oh. Okay. There we go. Is a method to this, or a madness to my method, and a reason for that. Doesn't look like much now. Barely visible paint. Overboard there. Edge. The effect should be nice and subtle, but still visible. Okay. Don't need that bit in that little registration hole. Like that, and we'll take that out. Out of it. Your big thing that you really want for Sevagoth Protoframe needs a thick Scottish accent like Davy Jones. Ah, okay. Okay, that looks good. Now we got to go to these. So, a very bit there. I'm just scratching it to give myself the bounds. And up there. You know what? Just painting the whole back would probably be fine. Alright, we'll do that. We'll just paint the whole back of it. Don't need to do that. Sevagoth already has a Tempestari, basically the flying. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so yeah, it definitely would definitely need to be. He'd need to be a Scotsman. There isn't enough paint. Nope. Okay, I have to go take care of something. Mrs. Thighs just asked me to go do that. I will just be a moment. I will be right back. So, okay, there's something really wrong with this timer. Okay, we're gonna make the draw when we get back. Oh. It's counting down 9 hours. Okay. I'll be right back. As soon as I can find my mouse. See you in a few. Okay, we're back, and what in God's name is that? Why is that even up there? What is going on? What the hell is that? Hang on a second. It's on everything. Why is it on that? It's not on my screen. Is that actually coming through? Why do I have a Cloudflare error? Post error. What the? Okay. This is... something's really wrong here. That is not the cameras. No, that's the camera. Why am I seeing that? Where's my mouse? Here it is. That there. Okay. I am seeing some really weird stuff here. I don't know what that is. I think I'm going to need to restart my system here. Okay. Please hold on. I need to restart everything. I don't know what that is. I don't like doing it, but